Alright, so in this video, I'm going to go through these two problems right here. What we're asked to do is to express these equations in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c as a quadratic trinomial, and then use the quadratic formula to solve them. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to have to do is find a way to express this equation in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Alright, so I see that I have a fraction and a fraction. I'm going to want to bring these here together. So I'm going to want to find then a common denominator. The common denominator is going to be the product of my two denominators, x plus 2 and x. So that's x plus 2 and x. X plus 2 goes into x plus 2 times x times 12 is 12x. I have a minus. X goes into x plus 2 times x plus 2 times. X plus 2 times 1 is simply x plus 2 is equal to 2. Now I should be careful, parentheses around this. Okay, so now I can, I'll distribute out up on top here. I have 12x minus, distributing in my x, I get minus x minus 2. All over, distributing in my x here, I get x squared plus 2x is equal to 2. Oops, sorry, dropped an x, 12x. So I have 12x minus x is 11x up on top, minus 2. All over x squared plus 2x, and that's equal to 2. Okay, what I think I'll do is I will cross multiply. Right, this is 2 over 1, I will cross multiply these. I'll get 2 times, or 2 on x squared plus 2x is equal to 1 times 11x minus 2. It's just 11x minus 2. Distributing in my 2, I get 2x squared plus 4x is equal to 11x minus 2. Now I just want to bring my like terms together. I'll bring everything over to the left-hand side, so I'll bring these two terms to the left. That will give me 2x squared plus 4x minus 11x plus 2 is equal to 0. And so I have 2x squared, 4x minus 11x is minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. And they have expressed it. I've taken my original equation and expressed it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. My a is 2, my b is negative 7, and my c is 2. And so now I want to use my quadratic formula to solve this equation. Quadratic formula is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So minus b will be minus negative 7 plus or minus the square root of b squared is minus 7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 2 all over 2a, that's 2, a is 2, 2 times 2. Double negative will give me positive 7 plus or minus the square root of minus 7 squared is 49. 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16. So I have 49 minus 16 all over 4. And so I have 7 plus or minus the square root of 49 minus 16 is 33. So that is 33 all over 4. And at this point, I could just take my calculator and I can solve it. So I'm going to have two solutions. Let's put these here. So I'll have solution number 1, 7 plus root 33 over 4. And I will take my answer to 1 decimal place. So that's 7 plus root 33 divided by 4. And that is 3.2, 3.18. So that is 3.2. My second solution, solution number 2, is 7 minus root 33 over 4. And that is 0.3. And those are my two solutions to this quadratic equation right here, and the two solutions to my equation. All right, so that's one done. Let's try the second one. Again, I have two fractions, and I'm going to want to add them together, and so I'm going to have to find a common denominator. In other words, I'm going to take their product. And so I have common denominator is x plus 1, and x minus 3. X plus 1 goes into this, x minus 3 times. X minus 3 times 1 is x minus 3, plus x minus 3 goes into all of this, x plus 1 times x plus 1 times 2. It's 2 times x plus 1, and that's equal to 4. I'll distribute out. I have x minus 3 plus 2x plus 2 all over. If I FOIL this out, I get x squared. I get minus 3x plus x minus 3. And that's equal to 4. Gathering my like terms, I have x plus 2x, that's 3x. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, all over x squared. Minus 3x plus x is minus 2x, minus 3, and that's equal to 4. I'll write as 4 over 1, and I will cross multiply here, here. So I get 4 times x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 3x minus 1. Distributing by 4, I will get 4x squared minus 4 times negative 2 is negative 8x. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. 3x minus 1. I'll bring my 3x and my negative 1 to the left-hand side, subtract 3x and add 1 to both sides. I'll get 4x squared minus 8x minus 12 minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Finally, adding up my like terms, I get 4x squared minus 8x minus 3x is minus 11x minus 12 plus 1 is negative 11. That's equal to 0. All right, so now I have a quadratic trinomial. I'm in the form I want it. I just need to solve it using, again, the quadratic form. This time my a is 4, my b is negative 11, and my c is also negative 11. So minus b. Minus b will be minus 11, negative 11, plus or minus square root of b squared is minus 11 squared minus 4 times a, which is 4, times c, which is negative 11, all over 2a, which is 2 times 4. I have an 11 out in front, plus or minus the square root of negative 11 squared is 121. This minus will combine with this minus here and with the 11 to give me a plus. And now I have 4 times 4, which is 16. And 16 times 11 will be 176. All over 8. And now I have 11 plus or minus the square root of 121 plus 176 is going to be 297 all over 8. So again, two solutions. My first solution is 11 plus the square root of 297 all over 8. Work that out. 11 plus the square root of 297 divided by 8 is 3.5. One decimal place, that is 3.5. Solution number 1. Solution number 2 is 11 minus the square root of 297 all over 8. Oops, minus square root of 297 divided by 8. It is negative 0.77, so I'll take 0.8. And those are my two solutions, 3.5 and negative 0.8. That is how we go about solving an equation of this type.